I'm Chris with iPhone in Canada. As expected, Apple today announced its refresh to the iPad lineup. On November 1st, we're getting the new iPad Air. It's the same full-screen iPad, but thinner and lighter. Now, according to Apple, it only weighs a pound and is 20% thinner than the current fourth-generation iPad. It also sports a thinner bezel. It also includes the new A7 chip and the M7 coprocessor found in the iPhone 5S. And really, that's about it as far as big changes. We don't get Touch ID and we don't get the better eyesight camera and no gold model. To tell you the truth, I'm a little underwhelmed. I know the change in how it feels because it's thinner and lighter is a big deal and it's going to run faster, but for me, there isn't that wow factor. I'm really disappointed there isn't Touch ID. I've become so accustomed to it on the iPhone 5S that I get frustrated when I go to turn on the iPad and realize the fingerprint scanner isn't there. I know a lot of people say it's not needed for the iPad, and I know from the iPhone 5S launch that production on the fingerprint scanner isn't up to where Apple wants it to be, but I like Touch ID and I think it's a glaring omission, especially for the flagship iPad. The other iPad update is to the Mini. After a lot of back and forth rumors about if it'll have a Retina display, I can happily say it will. Thank you, Apple. Granted, it comes at a higher price point, which some people aren't that thrilled about. It also includes the new A7 chip and the M7 coprocessor, which will help the Mini retain its battery life. Now, because of the Retina display, the Mini is actually a tad thicker and a tad heavier. It shouldn't be too much of a noticeable difference. But again, no Touch ID, although I was expecting this, as I thought Apple would keep that for the flagship iPhone and iPad. Oops, my bad. The big change with the Mini is the display, and that's great. I didn't get the original Mini because it didn't have a Retina display, but I'll for sure be getting this one. Oh, and it also comes in a 120 gigabyte model. Unfortunately, the Retina iPad Mini isn't coming out until later in November. Sadly, it looks like there will be no pre-orders, the same as the iPhone 5S. When you look at the list of countries the iPad will go on sale in on launch day, it's easy to speculate supplies may be a little limited. So what do you think of these new iPads? Did Apple disappoint? Are you getting the new iPad? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate a like. It helps me grow my channel. Also, feel free to subscribe. That way you won't miss any of my future videos or giveaways. For more daily iOS and Apple news, make sure you check out iPhoneincanada.ca. I'm Chris with iPhone in Canada. Thanks for watching.